Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to I don't even know what episode we on. We've been gone so long.
I think
What
it's
is it, eight,
7. 7, I think.
seven, or eight? I think it's
S-
eight.
I think it's 7.
Well, welcome to honestly anxious episode 7 or 8 of the Honestly Anxious podcast. Um, I don't even know where I wanted to start, but you know, thank God for John Morant, I guess, because he just made it easy for me to start this podcast.
what,
Um,
what did y'all do?
I woke up this morning with a text from my homie telling me Ja ain't learned shit, but I still couldn't really see it because I was still asleep. So when I woke up, I looked at it. This nigga Ja Morant is on Instagram Live again, flashing a gun again.
I guess after he lost, he decided to go back to his old ways. I don't know. I don't get it.
He was in a car with his homie. His homie was recording, and then like you see his homie keep panning the camera back and forth between them. And then you see he panned to Ja, and Ja had a gun in his hand, and the homie tried to move the camera so quick, like once he realized it, but it was too late. Like it's already, you know what I'm saying? It was over.
Yeah.
It's already captured on the internet forever. It's over. It's done. Now he's suspended for all team activities until the league makes an official
Are you
does an
serious?
official review and statement. Yeah,
There was
they
this
suspended him. Yeah,
this morning? Jesus
like
Christ.
it came out this morning, but it was like done yesterday or something. But yeah, they suspended him for all league. So the team suspended him from all team activities until the league does an official review and makes an official decision.
S-
And
So fucking stupid.
yeah, and I kind of want to tackle this for two angles. Like first, the angle of like, okay, yeah, he's so fucking stupid. He's why is he doing it? Why is he messing it up? But then the second angle of like, what if this was like a white player doing this? I feel like the reaction would be the same.
You say you feel like it would be the same?
Wouldn't be.
Um Yeah, maybe. It also depends on the context of what they're flashing the guns. If they're doing it on some patriotic American shit, like this is my Second Amendment right, then whatever. Then I don't think it'd be that big of a deal. But I think if they were doing the same type of gangster shit and like getting this, because it was like if John Morant just flashed one gun, I don't think anybody would care because Second Amendment, you got a lot of like Republican people in the NBA that want to support that type of thing. But it's like you flashing guns, you get into altercations, you get into legal trouble. It's like the Draymond Green effect when they was talking about with the technical fouls and shit and the like when he stumped on the nigga chest. It's like one time it's like, oh, this is just a mistake, but it's a cycle. It's a pattern. So I think that with Ja in particular, it's a pattern, and they're just cracking down on it. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Like if Austin Reeves did this type of same shit, I think it would. I
Mm-hmm.
think it would. I think that if he did exactly Ja Morant way, it would be the same thing. But I think if he went around it like with the, oh, this is my Second Amendment right way, I don't think it would be that big of a deal.
I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be the same if Austin Reeves did this because for one, black people wouldn't care as much.
I
The reason we care so much about Ja is because he's black and it's like, damn, you a black man and you fucking up and they already looking for an excuse to fuck us over anyway. Now you giving them one. But if it's Austin Reeves, we not gonna care. We not gonna be on here like, oh, Austin Reeves is. We might say he's stupid, but we ain't gonna be here like so passionate about it. I don't feel like we wouldn't be like, oh, this, because he's a white boy and he's like, we're not gonna care as much. Like we're
when
not gonna be as outraged or we're not gonna be as hard on him because we don't care.
are you talking about like the NBA reception or the public perception?
Both, but I feel like the NBA reception is also based around the public perception, and that's another conversation I want to get into in a little bit.
I don't know. You think if Austin Reeves got into that fight with that little kid, got all that legal trouble, you think nobody would care?
Not to the degree, or it wouldn't be as loud as it is with John Morant. Like nowhere near as loud.
I think that the public like reception amongst black people probably wouldn't be as loud, but I think the NBA still would crack down on them.
Possibly the NBA possibly will crack down. I'm not saying because the NBA is pretty consistent. I would say as far as like
Yeah,
disciplinary reaction, but I just feel like the noise wouldn't be as loud. And even still, John Morant didn't even get disciplined in this whole situation. Really, that he missed what, like how many games did he miss? Like he didn't really miss a lot of
Well,
games.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think the only thing that would be different would
I
be
don't know what they about to do. I don't know what they're gonna do now that it's a second offense, uh but Austin Reeves, I don't feel like it would have been the noise would have been as loud. Nobody would have cared as much, and from that point, maybe the league wouldn't have moved as quick
you
or
know
done
you know what
as
white boy
much.
they would have cared about? Jokic. They already hate him. If Jokic did this shit, they'd be like, "Oh, get this nigga out of here." You know, people already
I,
want.
yeah, yeah, black people do hate Jokic for some reason. I don't know why.
Not well, yeah, yeah, true, yeah.
He said, "I was about to say not," but he like, "I got about it. I
Oh, I'm gonna say just the whole NBA in
ain't
general. Like nobody gives him his proud. Like everybody want him. Like I don't know. It's European players in general. Like European players, like they get a bad. I guess they get a bad rep. And if Jokic or Luka did this shit, if not, yeah, they probably would get the same treatment as Ja Morant. But Austin Reeves and like people born in the states, I don't. Yeah, you're right. Maybe not so much, which is crazy.
But yeah, John Morant just is on another note. He just like there's no people try to say he's young and bro, I'm sorry. At 22,
You know what's right or
21,
wrong, bro.
23, yeah, bro, you a grown person. Yeah, like yeah, you make mistakes on certain things that you could attribute to being young that you just may not be prepared. But like this, come on, bro. You know you're not an idiot, my nigga. Like you know that you shouldn't be, especially after all this shit just happened. You know you shouldn't. Why you even have a gun on you in the car again? And why are you even, I would even put it on his homie. Why are you, because in that first job, didn't have no gun in his hand. You know, your homie's flashing the camera in your face. You know you're on Instagram Live. Why do you decide to take the gun out and point it at your head when you know, like what? Are you like, what? There's no excuse. There's no, like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really think this is like bad as far as like him doing it, like the action, as far as like, but because you what you are and what you play, the league that you play in, and it's constant. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be consequences for that. So it's like you can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Or even like that's just the thing about people. Like I be at work and I be telling people like, yo, bro, I don't care if you on your phone. Like, don't just be out in the open, in the middle of like the fucking open field with your phone out, blazing. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be blatant to the
yeah,
point where somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, do it to be discreet. Like, why are
yeah.
you being like, okay, you own a gun, you got a gun on you. Don't make it where everybody just knows it. Like, me and you shouldn't be able to know that John Morant has a gun on him. We should know because he shouldn't be on fucking Instagram flashing a gun. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, and with the whole young thing, like things that I can forgive when you're young, making a mistake with a girl, you just don't know. You messing up with your taxes or your credit or some debt or some shit like that. Um, maybe going out a limb and buying something and it didn't turn out to be good, or like maybe you go to a party and things don't go right, but you're young, so you don't know how to look at social cues. Things I can't forgive you: murdering somebody, raping somebody, pulling guns out, flashing stuff on Instagram when you're in the NBA. It's like, bro, it's certain things. It's like, bro, nigga, like you're 22, 23, bro. Like you're not stupid. You made it in the NBA, so you have to be somewhat intelligent because you got to go through college at some level. You got to graduate high school. You got to have some common sense. You got to like you're playing basketball. You got to know how to read plays and situations. It's like, bro, you're not. John Morant isn't like unintelligent. He may be stupid, but he's not an unintelligent. Like so,
And
it's
this
like,
nigga's and he's a father.
yeah, bro. So, oh, I didn't even know that. So, like, yeah, you're a father too. It's like it's certain things where age is not even a thing. And like when it comes to, it's like it's a cycle with you. It's like how can people be like, oh, Ja is this or Ja? It's like, nigga, this is your second or third time. It's like at some point you gotta stop surrounding. Even if you're gonna hang around with your friends, y'all need to do it at home.
Mm-hmm.
You never need to go out with these people. Y'all need to be in the and if you go out with them, everybody like y'all need to get a manager or something, and everybody need to take every phone away from everybody. No texting, no calling. Like, bro, it's simple shit, and it's like, bro, you squandering an opportunity that niggas wish they had.
Mm-hmm. And and it's like I don't know why niggas got to go through the fire to learn. Like it's like you going through the fire when you don't even have to. Like nigga, you starting the fire. Like you know what I'm saying? You starting the fire and then you walking through it for like what reason?
Bro,
It's this obsession that people have with like putting everything on social media. We want everybody to see, like we want to perform. I remember this lady at my job the other day. She walked up to me when I was taking the trash out, white lady. She was like, "Hey, can you because it was a Mother's Day event." She was like, can you take a video of me and my kid?" And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then it's like she just, showing her walking, the kid, and it's just like everybody wants to create a moment for other people to see and comment on. And bro, we do it for the likes, bro.
Let me tell you, bro. And this is when I knew it was bad, but my friend just told me a story. And this was yesterday. He told me the story. And when I tell you the shock on my face when he told me this story, it's just fucking insane.
I'm ready to be shocked.
My friend is a nurse, right? And
Okay.
he recently became a nurse. So yesterday he was driving on the highway, and there was a 5-car accident. And
Okay.
he always said, if some shit like that happened, I'm not that person. But it happened, and his fight or flight kicked in, and he parked his car, hopped out, and went to like drag people out cars and doing all this shit. So he's a nurse, so he knows how to do medical shit. So he's helping people out, and he's directing people what to do and all that shit. Tell me why he said one of the people that hopped out the car is recording on their fucking phone. And he's like, nigga, what are you recording for? People are literally somebody has internal bleeding, people are bleeding. Like he's like, why are you recording? Like he was like, bro, why like he didn't like he wasn't like I don't know if he was like yelling at him, but it's like when he told me he was like, bro, why are you recording in a situation where lives are at stake? And he was like literally he pulling people away, and when he dragged someone away, he was like 5 minutes later, literally the car exploded. So if people were still near the cars 5 minutes later, niggas would have get caught in an explosion. So he's like in a situation like this, niggas are still recording, and I'm like, what reason? Like you might as well just keep driving if you're not gonna help and you're just gonna be recording on your phone. What are you documenting this for? If somebody dies on the scene, what you recording their death too? It's like, bro, for what reason?
Niggas are doing that.
And this happened yesterday, so it's like, bro, it's insane. I don't get where the obsession with recording things are because like I can see like let's say me and you go out and I want to take a picture of our night out, or if I want to take a video to just like to remember it, because back in the day, guess what our parents did? They had the little cameras, wind it up, take pictures, because it's nice to have memories of things.
Mhm.
But like the reason we do it now is not for ourselves, we do it for social media. So it's
No,
like
but we also do it for ourselves in a selfish way. We're trying to be like we want that little moment of fame.
when
We
I
want to
say
be
us,
like,
I,
oh,
I don't mean
everybody.
us, I mean people.
No, I know what you mean.
Okay.
I'm just talking about people. They do it for we do it for ourselves. We do it for like the fame. Like, okay, yeah, I posted this video and everybody's talking about it. I recorded that.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. It's like people want to capture this. Oh, let me be the one. This blows up on the internet. I'm the one that got this video out there. It's me. La 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 la. That's what people thinking about first. That's their first thought. And it's like that's what I'm saying. We talk about its pros and cons with all this shit. Because I was talking about it with some people this week, and I want to talk to you about this. I'm gonna use the NBA as a reference, right?
Yeah.
We in this microwave era, this what have you done for me lately era, where you have an NBA basketball coach getting fired 2 years after he won a championship in the same season that his team was a number one seed. Nick Foles, I mean not Nick Foles, Nick Sirianni, who won the Super Bowl with the Eagles in 2018 with a backup quarterback who didn't even start that season, won a Super Bowl and then got fired by that very same team 2 years later. And it's like, bro, back in the day, if you won a championship with a team, you was basically the coach of that team until you didn't want to be the coach of that team anymore.
Yeah.
And today it's like it doesn't even matter. It's like niggas expect for you to win a championship every single year. And if you not win, if you niggas hire a coach, the team is trash. They hire a coach. If he don't do nothing in the next 2 or 3 years, then he's fired and they hire another coach. And they hire another coach. And it's like, bro, and that leads me back to like just in general with life, bro. It's like nobody is willing to be patient or let things grow or give things time. Everybody just wants to, okay, if this is not serving me, if this is not doing something for me right now at this instance, then it's time for me to get something else that is doing something for me right now at this instant.
Bec-
And then sometimes in some cases it's good and not because I feel like a lot of people are not sticking around for employers as much anymore. And I'm not really necessarily mad at that because I feel like, hey, these jobs will try to lock you in and not pay you or give you raises. So, why not go to another job that's paying more like every 6 months or year? Why not go to see the play the market and see what's out there? But in other situations, it's like, bro, niggas are just rushing shit or not taking the time with shit or not enjoying shit or like
yeah, because it's social media. Because like let's say let's use the NBA for example. Well, actually, let's not use the NBA for example. Let's say that you're trying to get a job or whatever. Let's say you're unemployed, you're trying to get a job, and you you got the credentials and you're applying, you're working hard, and you don't get a job. You look on social media, somebody that's been looking for a job half as long as you or a quarter as long as you get a job. Then you're like, fuck, how he get a job? Do you see somebody else get a job? You're like, what the fuck? Do you see in this thing of where you see people posting their success and only their success, and it makes you feel like, fuck, what am I doing with my life? And then it goes even
Hmm.
with the NBA, it's like you see Steve Kerr, for example, he got these rings. He's bow, like just popping them out. And then you see like how the Warriors are celebrating the shit. Then you look at Joe Blow over here, and it's like, nigga, what is you doing? Why is you not doing what Steve Kerr is doing? It's like, bro, everybody can't be that all the time. You gotta have like life is a marathon. Like we have years for a reason. Like nothing happens in like you got to be willing to just stick through it, and nobody's willing to stick through it anymore. Everybody really is like, it has to be now or nothing at all, and that ruins opportunities in itself. Going too fast. So
Yeah, and social media is affecting it too because all the chatter and talk, like Twitter, is affecting a lot. All niggas, all this shit that's going on, to all the conversation and noise on Twitter, it like leads to like it's crazy. Like it leads to major business decisions happening. Like it leads to a firing. Like all the head coach firing talk started on Twitter. Like with they coach getting fired, like that talk started on Twitter, and then next thing you know, a day later he's fired.
yeah,
I don't, you know, and it is more to it because Giannis was saying certain comments. It seemed like he was kind of throwing the coach under the bus after the game. So I'm not saying there's not more to it, but it's just like it's just ridiculous to me that a coach gets, who won. I could see if he was that if they hadn't won a championship, they didn't win that championship, and he's been coaching for 5 or 6 years now. I could see that. But the nigga literally just won a championship 2 years ago, and y'all still have that same team. And yeah, y'all lost to AC, but it was Jimmy Butler and them, and them niggas be hooping. Y'all
and,
lost.
and Giannis is injured. Like there's a lot of
Yeah,
like
and yeah,
factor.
Giannis, he missed 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if Giannis didn't miss those 2 games, it could have been a wholly, totally different series. So it's like, yeah, bro, yeah, y'all didn't get to shit didn't go, you didn't go as how you wanted it to go this season. But shit, you still got the pieces, and you still, you know what I'm saying, like you next year, you could be right, you could be literally in a championship game and win a championship next year with that same team.
Yeah, true. I think it's especially like context just no longer matters. People don't look at the beginning and the end, and the middle is just doesn't exist anymore, especially on social media. It's like, okay, so this is what happened in the beginning. This is the end result. I don't like the end result from where we started, so this must be an issue. It's like, well, if you look at the middle, there's a lot of, and people like to say, oh, excuses, excuses. It's like, no, like I hate the like excuses arguments. Like I think context matters, and like when you look at the context of things, it makes the ending understandable, and it makes it like, okay, so let's change the middle up so the end result could be better. Now let's change up the beginning so the end result, because you still got to go through that middle part. If you get a new coach for the Bucks, he could be worse. He could be worse. And then now he's worse, and now y'all had a championship team. Maybe y'all don't even get past the first round again. Who knows? So
And
it's like,
now you're gonna fire him because now you don't even have the rapport with him that you had with the last coach, so you get moving for him even quicker.
yeah. So
It's ridiculous. But um, Tory Lane got denied for a new trial.
thank God, bro. Thank God.
And it's really crazy. Like he's
Don't
trying
ruin
to
my
put
life.
on, yeah, like nigga, you ruined your life.
Bro, we was talking about this was it 2 days ago? And I was like, bro, this is the only nigga I have ever seen in my life that wanted to go to jail. He had to have wanted to do this. Like, bro, you got so caught up in public perception that you actually put yourself in jail. Like, nigga, the victim of this crime, was going to lie for you until the end of time. Nigga, you know how many people wish the victim lied for them to the end of time? All you had to do was shut up and dribble. Unironically, just shut up and put out music. That's all you had to do for the next year. That's all you had to do, and everything would have been swept under the rug. We forgot about the incident. Would have been like, oh, it was just TMZ and social media coming up with bullshit to fabricate lies. Meg would have moved on with her life. You had to do
And
all that
that's and
hoopla.
and it goes back to the social media noise
Yep.
because Meg wasn't saying anything, but Twitter was talking.
Hmm.
And Tory felt like he had to go out there for some reason and spin a narrative and make it look like Meg was the I don't know what he was thinking. The girl what I could see if Meg was talking from the jump and was like, yo, this nigga shot me from the jump. He did this and that. I could see then try to jump out and try to make her look like a bad person so you can get out of it. But she wasn't saying anything and she lied for you. Why are you talking? It still makes no sense.
And it's not like she lied to the public opinion. She lied to the authorities, my nigga. The best lie. That's the best lie you gonna get.
And it's like they try to say Rock Nation is corrupt and trying to
Nah,
is tampering a trial. Like,
it's a single
bro,
individual, my boy. It's a single individual.
niggas will try to come with any. They try to niggas will jump to all these illogical conclusions and think that's true versus some simple shit, bro. It's four people in the car. Who shot her, bro? And
Yeah,
one of the people in the car was her.
yeah,
The other three people, security guard, Kelsey, and Tori, bro. So you telling me you believe that it's them two? You believe everybody did it, but Tori did
yeah. It's kind of crazy. Yeah,
it.
but I mean, this is what you get. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, bro. I have
I
like zero sympathy for you, cause
have
like,
none.
cause if you would have been even if you would have just been quiet or even apologetic the entire time, I would have like,
It would have
okay,
been a clown.
you still would have been a clown, but I'd be like, okay, he shouldn't. But you did all that hoopla, you did all that, like, oh, when we get to court, I know. Here's my thing, you did all that. Oh, when we get to court, y'all gonna see that these bitches be lying. You knew you shot her.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was
Why
crazy to
would
me,
you
bro.
say that?
Yeah, it's crazy to me, bro.
You knew you. Oh, like that's crazy. That is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy to me that this is how he can like it made like sometimes he want to get in the brains of niggas is like, bro, like what are you like what sense does this make, bro?
You ever?
Like niggas is not stupid. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like what are you like
Oh, and I seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, the DNA, blah." Blah." I'm like, bro, y'all do realize that before DNA evidence came out in like the '80s or whatever, they still convicted niggas of things. Like DNA isn't the end all be all because sometimes shit happens with DNA. Like you can do logical conclusions of shit, bro. It's possible. Like y'all had to like they like for 1,000 years before this, niggas didn't know how to do trials. It's like okay, this person said this, this person said this. It's only this. It's like, bro, you could do 1 + 1 = 2. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. So I don't. Yeah, it's fucking. Shout
but
out.
I'm yeah, I'm happy justice is served in
Yeah,
this. I'm glad he ain't getting no I'm glad he not dragging this out. I'm glad this shit is happening swiftly. Sent to this nigga. You know, I didn't want the nigga to go to jail, but when he started acting like he wanted to go to jail, I was like, okay, nigga, you go to jail.
yeah,
So you got to take the call. You playing with this shit. You shot her, whether you intended to or not. You still did it. Should have never pulled the gun out. Niggas trying to be tough. Niggas trying to be this character of themselves.
yeah,
Um, and it caught shit has people just think this shit don't have real consequences. Like life has real as much as life seems all fun and shit like oh this shit have not really happened.
yeah,
You just 1 inch over for life being like really real. Like as good as life could be, in a second it could be as just as bad.
yep.
Just as bad. Shit can happen in just 1 second and shit can change, nigga. Now you gonna be in jail. I don't know how they say he's up to 22 years. I don't know if they gonna give him
They're not gonna
22. I
give.
don't know
They're not.
how.
They did. They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna give him, and I don't think he should serve 22. Like I don't.
Um,
Like that's 22 is a longer. I don't think he should serve 22.
But my thing is that the reason I say he probably is going to serve 22 is because they basing it off the like the counts of like possession or some shit. Like it's like each count carries a. That's why it's like I think each count is like five. All his charges, each count carries a sentence of like 5 years, 5 years. So
Oh
that's why I'm
shit.
saying they sentencing on each charge.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's why it totals up. It's not like it's just one charge. So I don't know. I don't think he'll serve 22 years either. They might just give him 5, and he might get out in 2.5. You
Yeah,
know, so
that's what I think is gonna happen. Like, and I think that's reason. I don't like, bro. I don't think anybody should be going to jail for something like that for 22 years. Like when we got like child rapists and stuff like that, like being fined for getting out in like 2 or 3 years. Like, nah, bro. Like, you know,
yeah,
and
go ahead and give him. He go serve 2.5 years on good
That,
probation, good for
that'll
whatever.
change him. That'll change him forever, bro. Those 2 years, that'll change him, bro.
Hopefully, but even still, he can still have a career. He can still have like I don't want niggas' whole careers to be, but the nigga's a clown, and regardless, I'm not fucking with him.
Yeah.
Regardless, and
Oh, shout
move
out to
on.
Meg. She's been out in the public. She hasn't really been on social media, but we've seen her out in public having fun. Shout out to her. Hopefully she's in good spirits, man. Cause Nick,
Looking fucking great too.
great, looking great.
Looking.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And people really tried to destroy her name, besmirch her, but she came out better in the other end. So shout out to Meg. And today is May 14th, 2023. So I want to shout out all the mothers out there that take care of their kids,
Oh
that
yeah.
love their kids. Shout out to the mom. Shout out to my mom. Love y'all. We wouldn't be here without y'all. Any of us wouldn't be here without our moms. So shout out to them. Y'all are lovely, and this is y'all day and celebrate it, enjoy it, man. So shout out to the moms. Uh,
Fuck that. Shout out to the dads for having that. Appreciate y'all for having that game, pulling the moms, getting them to lay on their back. We wouldn't be here without that. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
Appreciate
fuck
that.
them, fuck them. They coming in. What next month? They next month, man. We'll
Nah, 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 nah. Happy Mother's Day, man. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, man. Happy Mother's Day, man. Shout out to them. You know who been looking good, bro?
Who?
Kiki Palmer, man.
She is looking
With
good.
that baby,
I love when that baby weight does, or when that baby does what it really do, what it's supposed to do.
man.
You
She
know what
been
I'm saying?
looking, man. I don't know, man. She may be one of them now, man. Cause she was always good looking in the face, but she done went up a tier in my book, man. Everybody noticed it, man. Everybody noticed it. Shout out Kiki Palmer, man. Shout out to the newly mother Kiki Palmer, man. Yeah. So what?
I was just looking at a text that came through. I was like,
Uh,
nigga, what? Wait,
oh, oh. I wanted to talk to you about this. We need to somehow hold tabloids and what should I call them? Like social media journalists and
oh
all
yeah,
this shit
yeah.
accountable, because the recent shit that's been going on with Jamie Foxx is like absolutely ridiculous, and I think at some point there needs to be lawsuits like coming down, like especially like from the Meg trial to this, it's like they're getting out of control, bro. Like there's no way
Mm-hmm.
because like literally people was in a panic because of one unverified like journalist like platform or whatever. Like, oh, the family's expecting the worst, blah blah blah. And then the daughter's like, bro, my dad is fine. What the fuck is y'all talking about on social media? And it's like, bro, it's like I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Like, I don't know how this is.
Um, I feel like it's a part of the game that we play. It's fucked up, but we kind of created this situation. We want because people want as much as people say, "Oh no," I'm gonna keep it real. As much as people want to say, "Oh no, this is fucked up," but people like tragic news. People, it's crazy to say, but people want to hear Jamie Foxx is in critical condition, so they can get on Twitter and they can get on social media and they can say, "Oh no, not Jamie. Oh, we praying for you, Jamie." People want that. And these sites out there know that and they capitalize off of that. And that's why they be putting these news out and putting all this news out. And a lot of the times the sites be actually accurate or this shit does happen. But then sometimes like this, they fumble it and fuck it up all the way. And it gets so I feel like it's kind of it's the cost of it. It's kind of fucked up to say, like, but I don't really think it should like it just because I feel like all this shit is just a reflection of the people. So I hate when we try to put the onus all on one thing when that shit is really just coming from like us.
I
We
think
created this thing. We created the monster, and then we try to say, "Oh, it's a monster."
I think that
And
the speed and the reliability of some of these sites is good, but I think that because of that, because of the speed and because of like how malicious they are with how they report things and like the uncouthness of it, and like I think that if you're going to do it like that, you have to be correct. And I think when you're wrong, especially like something like this, you got to be held accountable. So I think that what needs to happen, the families and the people, they need to start suing these people and like
but
because
can
what
you really sue
you
somebody for
can, you
just?
can, you can, you can.
I don't think you should
I think you should.
sue somebody for saying the wrong thing.
No,
Like
it's not.
saying, oh, he's dying. Like you hearing from a source that says he's dying, so you report that.
You got to be correct in your source though, and like and it it's falling into defamation. Like it's a lot of stuff. So I'm saying, and you could get like, so what needs to happen is they need to be afraid. Maybe it's gonna slow it down, but they need to be afraid of like the repercussions of like just putting out bad information. And then like, because if you're just like, oh, my opinion is, it's like whatever, but they be saying this is a fact. This is true.
Mm.
This is what's happening. It's no lo it's not a problem if you say this is my opinion, but they like this is a fact, and that's what the issue is, and that's what the problem people
But I
have.
feel like they be putting. I feel like they be putting sources. I feel like they be saying sources close to the family are saying that he's not doing well. But I feel like that's what they put up.
They didn't say that this
So it's,
time.
I don't know. I have to look at it, but I feel like that's what. Well, even when I seen the little thing, I feel like they say. I don't feel like they're saying. I don't know, but I get what you're saying, and I'm just more so. I feel like we're more so at fault because we created this, and I feel like we need to put more time. We talked about this before. We need to put more. If we want positive shit, then we need to put more attention to positive shit. But that's not where our attention goes to. Attention doesn't go to positive shit. Our attention goes to negative shit. There
Yeah,
wouldn't be it wouldn't be a shade room if we didn't care about the shit that they posted.
yeah, true.
All they doing is giving us what we want,
Yeah,
and so they and making money off of it. Like, oh, this is an avenue. Oh, this negativity shit is a moneymaker. So let's give somebody got to give them what they want. Somebody got to centralize all this negative shit and capitalize off of it. So it's a hustle, and it's sometimes shit goes wrong, but you know, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Uh,
What?
I wanted to say that as y'all can see, I'm in a new background. I'm in a new place. So that's one of the reasons why this podcast hasn't been happening. I've been moving. We've been getting shit together for like um almost 2 weeks now, and it's been a lot of running around, a lot of moving, shaking because I stay pretty far from where I was staying, and it's been an adjustment. So I got my own place. There's gonna be no more background noise, little hooplas and little kids running around and shit that you may have heard in the background. So that's me. So I got my little space. I'm probably gonna, as the pod's going, you probably start seeing more and more decorations and shit in the background. So I got my own place now. So that is a blessing right there. That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing.
Congratulations, my nigga.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cause as you know, I've told you some shit. Like I was, it was getting it was getting hot in that old location. It was getting I didn't know how I don't know how much more people would have lasted without some shit popping off that would be irreversible. So I'm glad that before shit got like that, we was able to get out of that. So shout out, shout out to everybody involved. Shout out to everybody
Mm.
involved. So yeah,
For the best and the better.
yeah, for the best and the better. I wanted to talk about this, and we talk about like what makes us anxious. And for me, recently, this is gonna sound fucking crazy, but anxiety. I can't help it. This is the first time me having a gas stove in my house, and like just gas appliances. Everything's usually been electric, so my mind
Hmm.
started going, fuck. What is it called? Carbon monoxide poisoning. I was like, bro, it's gas in the house. What if that carbon monoxide, man? Let me
This
tell
nigga.
you, I started going on a tangent. I started looking up how many cases in Georgia, man. Yeah, it was that was my recent battle with anxiety. I was over here panicking, man. So
Now, don't get me wrong. Carbon monoxide is a real dangerous thing, but as long as you not being stupid, you shouldn't. It shouldn't happen.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Like you gotta, but it's for shit to that shit to leak in the house and cause to do the most damage it can do. You have to really be stupid to let that happen. Like you have to, a lot of shit has to happen for you to, well,
yeah.
not even a lot of shit. Like it's so simple.
It's
Like
got to
you had
be
to do
gross
something that,
it got to be gross
yeah,
negligence.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
what about you? How
um,
what would what you been anxious about lately?
um, anxious about just nothing really too crazy or nothing really I want to talk about, but um, just the usual, just life um and what what I'm gonna do and what's gonna be next for me and shit like that. But
Yeah, the usual.
The usual. It's nothing
Well,
too much going on. Anything you got coming up looking forward to?
got coming looking forward up to. I don't think so. I don't think there's nothing because this was the biggest thing I was looking forward to, like moving and now that that's done, I'm looking for the next like huge thing that's gonna, you know, prepare me for it. So not currently. But I will say this. This is gonna get you laughing a little bit. So I'm pretty far from like the city of Atlanta now. I'm in like the suburb with the whites. So I went on the dating app again just to see the prospects, in this little area right here. And I'm gonna let y'all know, man. It ain't hitting, man. They ain't hitting out here like they was in Atlanta, man. I don't know what it is out here, but they looking a little beat up, man. I'm I'm not gonna lie.
Mm,
The girls looking a little. I'm gonna have to travel back to Atlanta. I don't know. It's looking real dangerous, and not in a good way, man. Not in a good way,
mm,
bro. It's
mm.
yeah, it is. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. I
Yeah,
can't.
you out in the suburbs, man. You just go get some sugar from your white neighbor, from the girl
Bro,
next door.
bro, I was thinking like I was like, bro, I was like, yo, the black girls ain't hitting out here. I was like, let me turn on the let me open up my preferences to the Vikings. I said, let me open up my
The
preferences to the
Vikings,
Vikings.
that's
Let me
crazy.
let me see what they talking about. And I'm not gonna lie, the Vikings was looking better than they did in Atlanta, and I was like, oh, this is tragic. This is
Yeah, you
tragic.
need to go ahead, go ahead and get you some milk, man.
Man, the hell, no, I'm a lactose intolerant for real, so I'm definitely
Yeah,
not getting no milk,
man.
man. I'm not getting.
Calcium, man, real strong bones,
Man, there's other
man.
places you could get calcium from. It ain't.
Yeah, man. Go
Nah.
ahead, man. Go get you that white queen, man.
No,
Change your life,
no,
man.
sir. No, sir. You get one, I get one. How about that?
I mean, I'm with a black queen right now, so I can't. I'm with a
Oh,
black queen right now, so I
oh,
can't.
yeah. I'm playing the field. I'm
But
playing.
I would get one if I was like, I'm not against the whites, but you just against them, so it's like it's
Yeah,
crazy,
man. They bottom. They on my tier list. They at the bottom. Like you got black women up here. And then you got that all might gap, like that all might between. Yeah, they got that all might gap right there. Then it's Latinos right there, and then you got Middle Easterns, you got Indians, you got Asians, and then you got white people. And that's my
Hold
list.
on, we never putting black women up here. They keep that now. Fucking around. I'm playing.
Yo, that's him, man. Y'all play, y'all don't get him,
Yeah,
man.
Flair. We love the black queens,
Yeah,
man.
I
All the
love him.
black
I love him.
queens.
I love him. I
I love
love him.
all women. I love all women, man. I don't discriminate, man.
I do.
They all women are up here.
Nope.
All women are up here, man.
Black
Yeah,
black
man.
women, they y'all up here for me, man. Y'all up here for me, man. Just letting Dustin know, man, cause he done told me some stuff off stream. I ain't gonna air his business out like
Oh
that. I ain't,
wow.
I ain't gonna air his business out like
Niggas,
that.
niggas, niggas, niggas lying, huh?
Lying, man. I'm
Yeah,
I'm just
niggas
gonna say,
lying.
man, he done told me some stuff off camera, and I'm a little shocked, but he my boy, so I let him rock. I let him rock, man.
Yeah, man. All I said, I love these black bitches. I mean
Yeah, man. I don't
oh
support it,
shit.
man. I don't support it,
Oh,
man.
what happened?
I need their lovely women, queens, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
love
speaking
these,
of
loving these hoes, huh?
speaking of loving these women, this is nothing dealing with women. uh, how much leeway or how much rope will you give a celebrity after they do some fucked up shit? And let me put it like this: because you want to see some of the more of their art. What do you let pass? Because we was talking recently and this Jonathan Major shit and like about how he's losing all these Marvel deals and shit. And I mean, there's been some talks like, yo, it's like, it ain't the worst shit niggas did. Just put them back in the movies. Where you draw the line at? Where you draw the line at?
I think it's case by case. I mean, sometimes I give niggas R. Kelly rope.
Yo, that's a lot of rope. Niggas have been giving that nigga rope for 20 years, bro. Niggas have been giving that nigga rope for 20 years, and I still play his stuff in the name of love. So,
Step, step,
step,
stop, stop. Hey,
hey,
hey.
let me do the love song. Yeah, if your niggas been giving that nigga rope for a long ass time, bro. So, it depends.
but But with this Jonathan Majors, man, put him in the movie. They still ain't announced that he's not in the movie. They ain't made that announcement yet.
Yeah.
And trust me, the fact that they ain't made that announcement yet, that means to me he's gonna still be in the movies because Disney will make a decision and make it quick and not give a fuck. So
Because my thing
he's in the
is
movies.
like Loki, TV. Did you see season 1 of Loki,
Mm-hmm.
bro? What's going to happen is this is how they're going to make a decision. If season 2 of Loki come out and he's in it and nobody says a fucking thing about it, they're gonna be like, oh, nobody fucking cares anymore, because nobody cares anymore already. People have already forgot about
Mm-hmm.
it and moved on. So when they see him on the small screen and they're like, oh, everybody loves it still. When it comes to the movies, they're like, oh, because who cares about like a few 100,000 people on Twitter complaining when I'm making billions and trillions of dollars off of this man? It's like, fuck
They
them
know this
niggas.
shit. They know this shit gonna blow over. The girl already recanted her
Their
statement.
statement, yep.
It's gonna blow over. There's no video, there's no audio, there's no nothing like that you can really sink your teeth into. Let the shit pass, nigga. Just sit down, stay out of trouble, stay out of
That's what he's been
sight for a
doing,
little while,
and he hasn't said a
and the
single thing.
shit gonna blow over,
And
bro.
allegedly, he's dating Megan Good now, so like he getting a black queen
Now he
now.
got him a black queen to
Yeah,
clean up his image.
image, man, he's about to come back out, and I'm looking forward to it because I saw the new Ant-Man movie, and that nigga was phenomenal in there. I was like, yo, it's because I saw it after all that shit happened. I was like, yo, I need more of that. I need more of that right now. So,
I'm going to go see Guardians later today. People have been hyping the shit
bro,
about it in the
hyping
movie,
the
so.
fuck out of it, bro. They've been saying
And
like,
Guardians 1 was one of my favorite Marvel movie for the longest. And it's still my top 3, but it was my favorite Marvel movie until Ant-Man came out, the first Ant-Man. But
they
yeah,
saying it's the
so
best
and then
Marvel movie, bro.
yeah, the second one was mid kind of, the second
Yeah,
Guardians. It was still, it had some good moments, but it wasn't like
the
compared to the
first
first
one,
one. So
yeah.
they hyping the third one up like this. I'm like, yo, and like I haven't got spoiled or anything. Like
Me either.
all I've been hearing is just hype. Like hype. I don't know. And I heard it is really funny. But I don't have no spoil. Like I don't know anything that's gonna happen, what's any plot points. So or even like, I'm just going in, just going in.
And it's surprising because right now we're on a downward, like kind of a downward trend of Marvel movies because niggas love, like it's popular to hate on Marvel movies, and for them to get that much praise shows that this is actually a good movie because niggas had love to hate on Marvel movies right now. It's the popular thing to do. So like that's
But
what.
also we got this writers strike.
Oh
So
yeah,
a lot of shit gonna be, depending on how long this shit lasts, a lot of shit is gonna be on hold. A lot of shit is gonna be pushed back.
man, pay these niggas so I can get my shows.
Pay these niggas, man. Pay these niggas, man. Did you ever watch fucking Your Honor season 2?
No,
Tragic. Gotta get on. It was a great season.
yeah, I need
It was a
to.
great season.
I say that
It's
every
a great
time. I
season.
need to. I need to.
Just press play, my nigga. Like just go press play.
Yeah, it's on HBO.
So
Yeah,
I
I could.
gotta.
Yeah, I'm a watch it. And
It's
I say,
another show you should watch, and I greatly appreciate you for putting me on Ted Lasso.
oh yeah.
But it's a show called Barry, man. This show is so
Who?
fucking Barry.
Barry, like Bary or
B A
BU?
R R Y.
Oh, Barry.
Barry.
Okay.
Barry. Yeah, it's about this guy who was in the war and he's back home. He got discharged for some shit, and now he's like a hitman now, and he's like
Ah,
conflicted about it. And he goes to do another hit in L.A., but it turns out to be on this actor, and then he ends up having to go to the acting class to try to get closer to dude, and he ends up falling in love with acting, and now he's trying to be an actor and trying not to be a hitman. But
is it a comedy?
it's a comedy. It's a comedy. The nigga, I think you may know the nigga because I think he was in what's that show? That cop show, that comedy cop show.
Reno
With
911.
no, not Reno 911.
Oh,
Um,
Brooklyn 99.
Brooklyn 999. He was in that show for a little bit. Like he was the one of the sergeants or something. Like
The
he was
black dude?
real. No, he's white. He's white.
Oh, the short, stubby white dude.
No. He
Oh,
was only in there he's like tall. You probably know him if you see him.
I want to. I want to look him up now because I'm.
But he like, it was a part. One of the famous scenes is like he was like supposed to have, like, he thought he had a heart attack, but he didn't really have a heart attack, and then he ended up having a heart attack. It was like in the show. I seen the clips on YouTube. But
The
yeah, just look up Barry.
Oh, the show is called Barry, a comedy drama series. Okay. Oh, Bill Hader. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
nigga.
figured you would know him. Yeah, I figured you
Yeah,
would know
bro.
him.
Everybody knows he's been in a lot of movies.
I didn't know him till Barry.
Are you
I didn't even know him.
serious?
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
bro,
did
this
it.
dude is like he's in a lot of shit. Like
So trust me, bro. This is like, and I think he directs a lot of these episodes, bro. This and it's 4 seasons, 8 episodes a season, bro. This show is so fucking great, bro. Like you would love the show. It's like another like Better Call Saul. Like I still got Better Call Saul over it, but like the acting in it, the shit that happens, like bro. And you know how every show has that one episode where it's like defines it.
yeah.
You know how like in Breaking Bad, it was that one episode. Was it The Fly or was it another one? Or was it
The
that one
the episode I
that
think
started
that
with an O? It started with an O, OZYA, something like that. I forgot how to
I
say
think the
it.
episode that defined Breaking Bad was the one where Walt, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, it was when Jesse was on the block and Walt came in with the van, hit the two niggas and shot him in the head, and it was like run.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think that was the episode that like put
But
Breaking
yeah,
Bad.
it was an episode. I forgot what season it was. It was either 2 or 3, but it was an episode in Barry. Man, I was like, yo, this is fucking
I'll give it a watch.
insane and phenomenal. I think you really enjoy. It's on his last season. But the reason I brought it up too, because it was like, because an episode that came out this season, it was so fucking good, and it was like, oh my god, this is insane. He's making all these good episodes just to lose every award to that fucking soccer show about being nice.
Man, Ted Lasso great, man.
But
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso is as equally as good as Barry, bro. It's a different show, but it's
Yes.
still a great writing. It's still
Yeah,
great
man.
fucking writing, bro. Ted Lasso is great,
Oh, let me tell you
man.
where you know this nigga from. You've seen Superbad, right?
Yes.
You know the cop duo with Seth Rogen? He was the other cop.
Oh, I think I do now. I think that does come to
Yeah.
mind. Yeah.
There's some other shit, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that's something I know you would know him from. So like, yeah, this nigga is. That's what I was like when you can't tell me who it was, bro. I don't know who you tell me. I was like, nigga, I know who this is. Yeah, this is yeah.
I couldn't remember his name either. Like when you said his name, I was like, oh yeah, that's his name. But I couldn't remember that for a second.
Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
it's a great show. I'm watching. I'm really I'm trying to recatch up on Abbott because I'm like out of shit to watch right now. I need to watch that new Heavily Delusion episode. That should have been a good anime. And there's some other anime niggas that hype called Insomniac After School or some shit that I might check out.
The best one, Oshinoko.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm scared to get into that because I feel like is it like an idol anime?
I can't say what it is, bro. Cause I
Will
don't
I
like.
like it?
Yes, have
I will
this
like
is
it.
yeah, this is fuck. It's like it's hard because like I didn't know because I remember this was like maybe 6 7 months ago before the show came out. Niggas was talking about the manga in Savage Mob Discord, and I was like, bro, I'm not getting into some idle bullshit. Like, what the fuck y'all think I am?
Yeah,
And they was like, bro, this is that good. So I was like, bro, this don't interest me at all, nigga.
that's how I feel right now.
And then I watched the first episode when it came out, hour and 30 minutes, and I said, this may be one.
Hour and 30 minutes.
Dustin, I said this may be 90 minutes. It was 90 minutes, and I
It's
said
an
this.
hour and 30 minutes.
I know. I'm saying this may be one of the greatest first episodes of anime I've ever watched. And
Wow.
everybody has said the exact same thing.
All right,
This,
well, I'm gonna watch it. I don't know when I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it sometime this week. I'll watch it though.
bro,
If
you
niggas saying that, because I mean, at the end of the day, well, it's just if it's not, it's just an episode. Or if I don't like it, okay, well, fuck it. At least I know.
yeah.
But if I do like it, like okay, I'm agree. So
And when you
if it's
finish
that,
and when you finish it, you understand why I couldn't say what type of show it is.
oh for sure, I'm gonna check it out now. I was already thinking about it, but now that niggas saying it's one of the best, I don't take those words lightly. I take that serious. So when somebody's saying that, I'm a type of nigga. I love to be I love entertainment. I love
Yeah,
that feeling of when you watch something great for the first time and that feeling you get.
yeah.
So I love to experience that as many times as I can. So if
And,
it's great,
and one thing I do like about
I'll
this
go.
show is this is not really a spoiler, but like it really goes into like you know how we talk about like the behind the scenes of shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
the whole behind the scenes of that K-pop, J-pop shit, and like the behind the scenes of just like famous people in general. Because we always talk about like yeah they're famous, but they people too, and it goes into a lot of that. Like it's really good, so I think you will like it.
Okay.
I think you will like it. And I need to there's a lot of shows I need to catch back up on because I've been slacking on shit. Like I need to do Your Honor. I need to do Abbott. I'm still on season 1 of Abbott.
Damn, nigga.
I'm on episode 10 of that. I need to catch up with that. Like I need to finish The Wire season 1. There's just a lot of shit. But I've been watching Ted Lasso every week and I've been loving it every
Oh,
week.
I'm about to
So
say, okay, I'm
yeah,
glad you still caught up to it
that's the only
last
thing I watch like weekly is Ted Lasso. So shout out Ted Lasso. So ever since Snowfalls has ended, I've been like in a little period of like, man, I miss Snowfall, but I gotta get something back that captures me like that. So And
All right. Anything else we need to talk about? Touch on?
anything else we need to? There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me, cause there's something else I wanted to do. I can't remember it right now, but it was like something else that. The Did you see the shit that happened with that little kid that was like in all those videos with the guns pointing and shit, and Charleston Whiteson had did like that whole reporting thing,
Mm-mm.
like to the CPS.
Mm-mm.
So basically, what happened was there was this little kid. He was like, maybe, I don't know, he looked like 12, maybe 11, and he's around a whole bunch of like drug dealers and rappers, and they playing guns to take him to clubs and shit, and like he was making threat. You know who Charleston Whiteson is, right?
Charleston Whiteson?
Or White, Charleston White, I think his name.
Charleston White. Nigga, I put you on Charleston White. The
No,
black dude?
yeah, you didn't, but we'll just say you did for argument's sake.
Yeah, I put this nigga on.
Yeah, he put me on the Charleston White, and I don't know why I said Whiteson, but Charleston White had the kid was making threats at Charleston White like, oh, we'll shoot you, blah 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 blah, and Charleston White reported him and reported the whole situation to the CPS. He recorded. He was like, yes, ma'am, there's a kid in danger because they take him to club. There's like blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, and people are like, oh, Charleston White is a snitch, and my thing is like, bro. Y'all think all this shit is cute that this kid is doing, but when he grows up and be a ain't shit nigga, beating women, shooting niggas up, doing all, then you want to act surprised. It's like, bro, at what point do you be like, yeah, Charleston White got his own shit, but it's like, bro, this kid is not in a good environment. It's like, why do niggas love to see kids do ignorant shit? Like, I just don't get it.
Um, Charleston White a goat. He be saying some shit that I'd be like, yo, I would
No,
not say that.
don't say he the goat, cause he just said some
But
crazy shit.
but also I feel like it's because we brainwashed a bit.
Huh?
Like we're brainwashed to not snitching. We're brainwashed to I remember the other day, my girl, my girl said something because she went and snitched on somebody at work because they were sitting down when they weren't supposed to. And I was like, oh, you snitching? What you doing? And she was like, why can't I snitch? I was like, what? That's crazy. Somebody just, I never done, why can't I snitch? I was like, what?
No, cause here's my thing about snitching. If it's something like somebody died or something, but if nigga just sit down at work, bro, mind your business and do your job, bro. It ain't nothing to do with you, bro.
And she did like a little hot, like she went like a little water over to go snitch to the like she came back. I was like, oh, like what you went and did? She was like, oh, I went I was like, you snitching?
That's what like, oh, y'all can't rock with you no more.
I was like, baby, we ain't doing that. We ain't snitching. She's like, why can't I snitch? I'm like, huh? I was like, I didn't know how to respond. I was like, I never thought I would ever be asked that question in my life. Why can't I snitch? I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's a lot there. It's a lot to unpack, man. But yeah, man. If there ain't anything else, I got plans today, so I got to start getting ready.
All right.
We gonna try to keep this thing consistent, keep this thing going. I'm off weekends now for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. So
Off weekends, which is great for me. I don't remember last time I've been like scheduled off weekends consistently. So hopefully we can try to do this every weekend, record it, put it out. But yeah, man, that's episode 7 or 8 of the Honestly Anxious podcast.
Or 6, and we completely overshot it. So
yeah, it could be episode 6. We'll know once we look at it. We'll look at it before we post it.
Yeah.
But, peace, niggas.
Peace.